Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Room to Grow. Last time I was on this puzzle, and I got very close, actually. I took a look at it since last time, and I think what I had originally tried to do was this to push a little bit to the left so that we could kind of get behind. Oops. Get behind the cactus, and then push it up a couple of times over here. And then I almost could push it in, but I wasn't having enough room. For whatever reason, I just didn't see that I could make a minor adjustment to that plan by going all the way up here, which is not going to block me because we are going to push the whole structure to the left. And then otherwise repeat the same steps of going up a couple of times here. And now we actually have room to push this guy over here, and then push this guy over here, and then push him down here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's the only puzzle I looked at off camera since last time. But that makes it possible to get to all the other levels, and so there's a lot of picking and choosing we could do now. Let's check out levels 27. 3 different guys I need to get places. The only direction I could push my structure is up. And okay. And so it looks like I need to lift all of them up at some point, and most of them up before I can even push them. Right, yeah, I won't be able to push them until I lift them up. So I'd like to visit the points underneath all of them and then push things up. Okay, so let's visit the points underneath all of them by doing the obvious thing. And then go ahead and push the whole structure up. Did not do a whole lot for me now, did it? I'm only going to get one upward push. Huh. What am I not seeing here? I'm only going to get one upward push. And I can't push these guys around otherwise. This seems like immediately impossible to me right now. Let's only try to work on the leftmost cactus. When things seem crazy impossible, that's often a good time to stand back and try an easier puzzle. Yeah, he's still super impossible to deal with. Okay. How about if I just work on the top guy? If I just work on the top guy, he has a solution that I believe I can see, which is this. Now I'd be able to push him in with a visit. Okay. So I know how to do top guy, and didn't cause a lot of trouble for the rest of the puzzle. So now, suppose I wanted to bring bottom right guy into the fray. And suppose I did, oops, this. Bottom right guy is already in a lot of trouble there. So that does not seem good. Is there a different way to attack bottom right guy? Suppose I did this. Bottom right guy is still in a lot of trouble. just for the satisfaction of it. I want to do that so I can hear the little bloop noise. This is worrisome. Like, I feel like I'm not seeing something perhaps obvious here, because this all looks just completely impossible. The only leverage I have is up. I can't push anybody until I've pushed them up. The act of getting below them to push them up seems to cut them off from all civilization. Oh, okay. So what I just did there... Actually, I almost see it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I need to do this, and otherwise the same idea. And for whatever reason this works. So let's see why this works. Does it work? It kind of almost works. So here's the issue. I can go in here, I can press this one. It doesn't even work in there. And then also I had to make a choice here because I would need to come out here. What am I... What am I not seeing or thinking about correctly here? Here's what I want to try to visualize just in my brain. It feels like I'm going to need this little pattern down here to have pushed both of these guys up. And then that does kind of almost allow someone to come and poke over here. It couldn't poke it from both sides, though. And then whenever I actually make the upward push, I'm only going to be able to go one of two directions. And so I would need there to be a path through these guys and then also over to here, which implies that back from the beginning, I'd be doing something more along this line. Actually, okay, let's just look at this. I mean, I could visit, suppose the other guy had been pushed up. I could have visited him to push him up. And I could have come in here to do this. But how would I ever get that final guy? It would be nice if I had worked this out in my head already, how this was going to look, but I didn't. So let me just actually do it. Oh, okay. Here's a possible thing I did not think of trying. I think I actually want to go here. What happens if I do this? It's interesting from the point of view of now in the interior of my body, I have a way to kind of have one path that would push all the cactuses, even if it doesn't push them all correctly. Okay. So what if I start like this, because that actually seemed good, and then do something differently here? Although, what would the differently be? I mean, I can do that. I don't see how that's going to help me at all. Also, I see something that I just want to deal with. which is, I guess I need to, like, if I swing out here, that doesn't really help, right? Because it's still the case that if I'm coming at this from the top, there's no way to, like, get into this section. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So the implication might be then that I want something more along this line. Okay, this is newly interesting from the point of view of for the first time ever, I can now get 2 of the guys to their goal. And so the problem is the 3rd guy. And so I went up, left, down, swung around through 1. Yeah, okay. So this is starting to help me picture something I might be able to do. And then I want to do something different at the end. Somehow. I don't think that this helps me get at that last guy, though. Also, I guess I didn't need to... Okay. So... could I have just done... that? That's it. Now I can swing around here, nudge this guy up, come up here, nudge this guy up, and do this. Okay, wow. That one I had to iterate on a lot of possible starting possibilities to get anywhere. And then even as I was getting closer to the solution, I really didn't see it coming. But I was able to iterate kind of generally in the direction and eventually got there. Did not have an intuition for that one, I guess is the long and the short of it. Oh my gosh. I don't have the tools and skills I need to reason about this very well. Okay, so the leverage that we have pushes guys on the small grid in a knight's move. 2 over and 1 up, or 1 over and 2 down, for example. And so, for example, if I come over here and use this bit of leverage for the 1 over and 2 down, he goes like that. What do I eventually want this guy to be like? I'm not really sure. Also, it seems more likely I'm going to be using this bit of leverage because that allows me to then walk my head back into the puzzle. Would I want to push this guy more than once? Probably not. So imagine I'd done something... Oh, but maybe I want to press him more than once after doing this. Because now he's actually... That's actually an interesting square for him to be on. Is that true? I'm not sure. And if I'd pushed him another time this way, and also done this, let's see, it's going too far to the right. All of my pushes with leverage on the structure here have a rightward component to them. So it seems like I probably want to focus then on pushes with the downward component, which is what I have available to me. Oh. Except my structure doesn't allow me to push downwards because I run into that. So is there a way for me to not have to walk around here? Not that I see. if I'd only pushed him once at the beginning. Okay, so here's an idea. If I do this, when I do the first push over here, do I push him? I do. So if I do this, I think I won't push him the first time, so I can push my whole structure a couple of times, which I think will help get me out of the way. Yeah. Okay, so now here's my idea, which is I can now just push my whole structure up twice, once. Oh, except for that's not the right number of squares. He is, if this did succeed, he would end up one small grid space higher than he should be. I need to push him up like a half block rather than a whole block. Okay. So the implication there is what? I guess I had pushed him twice this way, and it seems like maybe I want him once that way and once this way-ish. It's kind of right and kind of not. What if I want him... That's going to get him too far to the right again. Back at the beginning, are there any other pushes I could do on him? Not easily. I could reverse the order of things. I could push him up once first. Yeah, let's investigate that. So, suppose I did this to push him up at the start. Then I head over to this mess. Now he needs to go a half a block up. Ugh. My head is capable of pushing a half a block up if my head could get there. Yeah. So I need to push him up once. I need to push him upright once. And I need to have a path for my head to get there. So then in that case, I think what I want to do is more along the lines of... There's my upright move. Now I need an up move. Yeah, which I should have done at the beginning, probably. So suppose I do this. Now I'll be able to just push him up directly because I'm directly below him, kind of at the start. Okay, so there's my upright move. Now I'm going to get an up move. Oh, my body's in the way, right. Suppose my body wasn't in the way. Then I think I would be able to simply walk over to the other area and push him directly to the goal. So that all works except for the fact that I can't do the up here because I'm trapped in the little corner thingy. And I think I see a way around that too, which is... Which is what? I need to be able to do 2 upright pushes and have the first one not push him. 2 upright pushes and have the first one not push him. Which I do like this, because I did this before. I don't know that I need that crinkle there, but I just crinkled my body a little bit. Okay. So here's 1 upright push that doesn't do anything. Here's a 2nd upright push that does push him. Now I walk down this way so that I'll be able to do an upward push. Do the upward push. And now I can walk over below. All right, I did it. And I reasoned through it. Hooray! Okay. Feels really good when you plan out a solution and your plan works. Level 29 is over here, so let's check it out. Okay. We have grid leverage in the first area. Whoa. already not sure about this. Because if I push my whole structure here, like, the other guy still isn't on the grid. And I don't see him getting there. So it seems like the goal is kind of to get the other head onto the other place. Seems almost certain I have to start with that. I won't be able to push this way or this way. But I could give this head a little bit of room to do something. Here we go, here we go, here we go. What thing, though? Let's have him come out here so he can stay on this grid for a moment. Yeah, now he could push the whole structure down, for example, which might help. Suppose I do this. Actually, suppose I do this. This is not going to solve... No, I can't push it down because of that. Okay. In that case... I still don't know what I'm doing. Okay, in that case, let's just try pushing the structure to the left. Head doesn't get anything. Oh, I see something. So if I'd done this, and then push to the left twice... No, that guy's still asleep. He's off the grid. There we go. Now he's on the grid. So he got on the grid. It took him a little bit of time to do so. Can he get everybody out of the problem zone? Yes. No. If he could have pushed everybody over there, then he would have been able to walk up and push the cactus at the right place. So that's the right idea, but I ended up wasting too much space to do it, I think is what I learned. And unfortunately, I don't see a better way to cope with that just yet. Because he had to come up here in order to get on the grid. Yeah, which is a really long distance. I tried pushing him one way. What happens if I push this way? It is... Oh, the other head would wake up, like, right in the right spot. No, it's not a knight's move down here. It's 3 in 1. Okay. So I think I grok that at how it's not quite working. Is there some other way to get heads onto the grid over here? Nope, it definitely looks like... What it looks like to me is the only way to get a head into the right structure is from here to here. Suppose the left head does some more pushing before we do anything else. For example, he could push down, and the right head still has places to go. It seems like that's only making things worse. But let's try and double check. It is possible to move over here. And if the left head had been a square higher, he would be back on the grid and able to solve the puzzle. Could I have pushed this way? Yes, and the left head is on the grid and able to solve the puzzle. Okay. Neat. Very hard for me to plan through that one, but we got somewhere. Just continuing to try to do things in order. Let's check out puzzle number 30. This one feels like a small space to work with. And we're back on completely orthogonal grid. So that's nice. Pushing a structure to the right pushes a full block. So if, for example, I were to do this, A, it doesn't work because my body doesn't fit, but B, it would also cause the cactus to overshoot the goal. Oops. If I just do this, that doesn't push it, and that causes an overshoot. However, I might want that. No, because I can never... Well, actually, the puzzle is almost suggesting, given all my downward leverage and all the downward open space, it almost suggests that I want to do like something like this. Maybe I didn't want to drag him down, though. So let's get rid of that little bit so that he doesn't get dragged down with the puzzle. If I pushed him again from the left-hand side. So suppose this guy somehow had a chance to push him from the left-hand side. Yeah, it doesn't really help anything. Actually, that was... This is actually really interesting. What if... Oops. What if this guy's head were here? And I do this, that still overshoots. And if his head hadn't been here, but had only been here, then it still overshoots. Because I'm still moving the whole structure over by one. And if his head were here, and I do this, then there's like undershoot, and there's no way to... So... let's go back to the reasoning. Basically, this goal cactus is on the wrong grid alignment to the left-right. I need to get him somehow on the correct grid alignment to the left-right. I haven't figured out a way to do that yet. Here's an idea. What if... Nope. I guess, yep. Hold on. What if I push him this way first? Because after doing that, I'll be able to push him this way, and he's still not properly aligned. Right. Nobody's ever going to be able to push him onto grid alignment. I need to push a structure after... No, How is this possible? I feel like I'm not even sure what move gets him onto the right grid alignment. That one does. I see. Okay. So in order to do something like that... Oops. I think I need to do something along these lines. Guess I didn't need to go that far. Now the left cactus is on the correct grid alignment, so that 2 pushes to the right would get him where he needs to go. can't quite do that. Oh, I can almost do it. Here's one push to the right. But then this one, I've run out of space to push it to the right. Also, here's one push to the right. But then I've run out of the ability to do the structure push, which is the other push to the right that I needed. So I only got the half push there. Okay. Still, that was pretty interesting. That feels like the key move. That feels like the key move. If I had more space to push down, this guy pushing down wouldn't help. I need to be able to make the whole structure push to the right. And so the problem is, in the act of pushing, doing the key move of pushing the cactus a half push to the left, I lost my ability to get at the structure as well. Okay. Okay. Definitely feels like this is good. Not sure if there's a way to use the lower left space that I'm not seeing. I want to save as much space in the upper right as I can. But it feels like I do need to have to do that key move. Then I also need to have to set up for this. Except not do it yet. I can't not do it yet. So I want... yeah, the problem is I need this guy to get over here, and he's getting in the way of this guy pushing to the right before this happens. And that's always going to be the case because... yeah, he got right here. That guy can push to the right, but now I can't push the whole structure another square to the right. But I had to do the key move. So now there's not a way for the guy who just did the key move to get to where he can push the structure. Could I have swapped heads? Oh, here's a maybe interesting idea. Maybe. Maybe. Is it possible that this guy could take over and do part of the pushing? The idea is something like... no. The idea is something like... this guy makes the key move. Actually, do I want him to do that? What if he only goes to there, and then this guy is responsible for making the key move? It doesn't quite work. This guy does have access to the leverage, which is good. Oh, but he's also in the way of the goal at the moment that he is doing the leverage. So that is no good. Is it possible that I need to push him here first? Well, I can't do that. Oh, I could do that. I could do that. Why did I not think of this? I could totally do that. Surely that is going to be the solution. Surely. Because now if I push the structure down, I can push him one to the right. And then I can push the whole structure to the left. Yes. Great. Great. Took me a minute to stumble into that. But once I was there, I did see it due to what I'd learned about planning ahead previously. Alright. That is a great place to end this one. I heard, somewhere I read that there were like over 100 puzzles, and there have been like on the order of like 25 to 30 in each zone. So I wonder if the desert's the final zone, or if there's going to be another zone with a bunch of puzzles. I'm not really sure what to expect. But in any case, look forward to it in the next episode. I hope as always you guys are having a great day. I'll see you again soon with more Room to Grow. For now, bye-bye.